Yes. We've been talking in circles, and the radio is letting me down. All this heat and frustration, my bones are dry as the ground. But the sky is finally open, and the air is finally clean, and the rain will bring me comfort. It's been so long since I've seen. So pull this bucket over, and I'll take all the blame. Tonight I feel like being alone and walking home in the rain. Walking home in the rain. Cost me nothing, make me wait in line. It won't call me names, no, and it won't tell me lies. It's just gonna soothe me and soften up my song and take me back to simple things I was afraid were gone. So pull this bucket over, and I'll take all the blame. Tonight I feel like being alone and walking home in the rain. Walking home in the rain. But the sky is finally open, and the air is finally clean, and the rain will bring me comfort. It's been so long since I've seen. So pull this bucket over, and I'll take all the blame. Tonight I feel like being alone and walking home in the rain. And tonight I feel like being alone and walking home in the rain. Hey, I just feel like being alone and walking home in the rain. Walking home in the rain. Walking home in the rain. Walking home in the rain.
Very cool. Mike Stinson live in the Kpft studio. You know, back when you were in L.A., we were talking about L.A. earlier, Dwight Yoakam covered your late, great Golden State song, and that's actually on your last CD, Jukebox in Your Heart. Do you get more mailbox money from the TV shows, the movies, or having someone like Dwight Yoakam cover one of your songs?
That's a good question. Having someone like Dwight Yoakam cut your song, that's sustained a longer period of time.
Right.
You know? I mean, wow, it's amazing. I lived off that thing for quite a while, you know.
Right. Well, if you got like a theme song in a television show, then it'd be played every episode, so that probably a little bit more money.
I'm going to work on that.
Yeah, right. That's the next thing to do.
The Cold Case thing, though, man, that's turned out really good too. That thing, God, I thought it was just going to be that initial score, and I was thrilled about it. But then it was like they were sending me $3,500 every 6 months and that dragged on for 4 or 5 years too.
Nice.
You know, and that was a nice little chunk. It helped out too.
Yeah.
So Yeah, you just never know. And those syndicated ones, of course. I was on some of these other shows that happen and then they go away. But Cold Case, that was an extremely popular show, and it plays all over the world, and I still get little checks from that thing.
Very nice.
And Weeds and Mad Men and the movies too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm all about money. I like to see you guys making money, and when it kind of just comes to you just from not really having to do a whole lot, I guess.
Well,
it's
great. You put your blood, sweat, and tears into writing the song, and then it's just. But it is intellectual property, and it can be out there earning money for you while you're
hanging in your boxes at home.
Right.
That's great.
So those things have been blessings every time that happens.
Uh-huh.
Again, it's not worth. If you have to decide what it is that you really want to do, if performing and playing your songs is important to you, then that's sustained me more than any of that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
On just a day-to-day basis. And you can pull your hair out trying to convince music supervisors to put your song in their movie, and some people do, spend all day hustling that stuff. I just don't have the stomach for it, the things that have happened for me have just been luck shots,
Sure. Yeah, I don't want to, as a musician, I wouldn't want to have to go out there and wheel and deal. I just want to, do my shows, make my music.
I didn't get into music to wheel and deal on
Sure.
the phone all day and try to sell something to somebody, But if you just consistently keep trying to put good music in the world, eventually somebody will notice and do something with it,
And they did, so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Europe. Have you toured over there with as Mike Stinson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a great deal. I'd love to tap into that a little more. Really fun. We went to Norway last summer, and I've been over there in Switzerland and England and Amsterdam, and every now and then a trip like that comes through. Same thing with the placements in film and TV. You just never know when it's going to drop, but every so often somebody calls.
Sure. You're looking for a new place too. So if there's some cheap landlords out there that's got a nice place in the neighborhood, call us up and hook Mike up with a nice place.
There you go. Thanks.
No problem, my man. And of course, he's not a real loud guy, but he does like to play his guitar at night. So keep that in mind if you've got some neighbors that live pretty close. He is also playing tomorrow night over at Dan Electro's Guitar Bar. Mo Handsome Blues Band is going to be opening. They hit the stage at 9.
Right.
And you hit the stage around 10:30 or so?
Probably so.
All right, so it'll be a great show. And once again, who's playing with you in the band?
Mark Riddell on bass, Lance Smith on guitar, Jim Calvert on drums. Yeah.
All right, well, great. Well, hopefully we'll get you a spot right here in the neighborhood, and we'll see you a lot more often.
That sounds good.
You bet, man. Have a great show tomorrow night, and as soon as that new CD comes out, make sure I get a copy.
Oh, man,
right?
you'll get one of the first copies, I promise you.
All right, fantastic. Hey, we're going to play one off of the Jukebox in Your Heart, and I think you chose...
What did I choose?
Square with the World. Is that still what we're sticking with? You want to change it?
Why not? I don't know. What do you want? Play the first one.
All right, Stop the Bar.
Sure.
All right, sounds good. Mike Stinson live in the studio tomorrow night, Dan Electros. And if you want to go, how about caller number 7 at 713-526-5738? You'll be on the guest list at the door at Dan Electros tomorrow night for Mo Handsome and, of course, Mr. Mike Stinson, man. Can't wait to hear the new stuff, buddy. Thanks for coming in and sharing your music with us, man. Always a treat.
Thanks, Roy.
You bet. Have a good time tomorrow night, and we'll see you back here real soon.